This tutorial is going to show you how to calculate the volume of a triangular prism. So first thing we'll do is we'll draw a triangular prism. I'm going to start with my line tool here, just my pencil tool, and I'm going to draw a line, and I'll draw it, make sure I'm drawing it on my red axis here. See how it's red? I'm going to draw it on my red axis, and I'm going to make this line 4 meters. Alright? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get it set up so that I can draw, actually I'll go back here, so that I can draw the triangle part. And what I'm going to do is with my line tool, I'm just going to go to the midpoint of this line, and I'm going to draw a temporary line up here along my blue axis. I'm going to make this temporary line 2 meters, and I'm just typing in 2 and hitting enter. So it's actually 2 meters high. Alright, then it looks like I will connect this line to this endpoint. I'll go up and I'll draw a new line from this point to this endpoint. And basically I've created myself a triangle. Then I'll go and grab my selection tool here, and I'm just going to select this middle line because it was a temporary line just to get me a 2 meter high point. And I'm going to take that line and I'm just going to delete it. Alright, and now you can see that I have a triangle here. So what I'm going to do with that triangle is I'll turn it, and I'm going to grab my push-pull tool, and I'm just going to pull it out this way, and I'm going to pull it out 6 meters. Alright? And so there is my triangular prism right there. You can clearly see that it's three-dimensional. Alright? Now what I have to do is I'm just going to put my measurements on here in order to be able to calculate the volume. So I'll just get it. This is the part that I need to see, and I'll move it over into this corner just so we're there. I'm going to grab my dimensions tool now, and I'm going to measure the dimensions just to double check. So we start at this point. I'm going to go with the base of this triangle, and you see that it's 4 meters. Alright? So now I'm not worried about the length of this side. I want to know the height of this triangle. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to go straight down to my base. And you can see that it's 2 meters. Alright? Then I have to calculate the length of this whole thing, which, if everything worked out right, it's a 6 meter length. Okay? So those are the measurements I need to calculate the volume of my triangular prism. And so when you're calculating the volume, the first thing you have to do is you need to calculate the volume of this triangle here. Alright? Because this represents your triangular base. And if you remember back to probably grade 6, studying the area of a triangle, the formula for calculating the area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. Alright, so we need to calculate the area of this triangle. So that's our 1/2 base times height, which equals 1/2 of 4 times 2. So 4 times 2 is your base times the height. So 4 times 2 is 8. So we calculate 1/2 of 8, which is 4. Okay. And then we have to multiply that times we have to multiply that times our length, which is 6 meters. So we get 4 times 6 is 24. So our volume of this triangular prism is 24 meters cubed. And so that is how much space is inside this if we were to fill it with solid objects, tiny pellets, or if we were to fill it up with water or something, it would take 24 cubic meters of water or some object. And that's how you calculate volume.